Bro, I want to have an animated show so bad so I could do shit like that.
Yeah.
Just have an animal that thinks that they're a different one because of the way one behaves and it's like political.
What? Which one would you have?
South
Which one would I
Park.
have?
Would you have like a dog think he's a cat?
I think I would go like under the water, kind of like a Nemo finding himself kind of thing.
Okay, like Finding Nemo,
Like Finding Nemo, but like with like fish,
as opposed to.
like ducks. Like I would go more like underwater.
Have you watched Finding Nemo? Finding Nemo does have fish.
Wait, what?
You said I would make something like Finding Nemo except with fish.
Yeah.
But it's
Wait.
what? Have you seen Finding Nemo?
No,
It's
like
just
I would
fish.
do that, but like with the fish.
You keep saying but with the fish, but they are fish. What do you mean but with the fish? They're
Like I would
only
do
fish.
Finding Nemo, but it would have like a political thing, like it would be political Nemo.
Political Nemo.
Yeah.
All right, how would you do it?
How would I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would start off with like a hunger strike. It starts off with a hunger strike in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, we not eating this coral no more. We
Yeah.
need the coral, bro.
Okay.
Right? Off the cuff. So
Off the
already
cuff.
people are like
People are
environmentalism.
hungry. Yeah,
They
yeah.
locked in,
Okay,
right?
okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit of cannibalism. Maybe a tiny bit.
There's a couple outliers that being like, oh, bro, we gotta eat type shit.
We gotta
But
eat.
like, so a hunger strike it normally means you're trying to get some sort of change, and you're trying to be like, hey guys, if you don't change this, we're not gonna eat no more.
I thought a hunger strike was to end hunger.
How would
Wait,
what?
because you want more food, right? So you'd be like, we're not gonna eat because fuck y'all.
Bro, what do you?
Wait,
You think that's what Gandhi did? Gandhi was like, nah, man, we gotta get some more food in this bitch. So you think to get more food, they'd stop eating more food? Or do you think it's like they're rationing? Being like, if we don't eat for a couple of weeks, we'll have more in a month.
Cause they would be like, we don't need y'all food because we do our own thing. Like we showing y'all we don't like we're independent. Like fuck y'all. Like you think just because you want to come and colonize us that we need y'all, like we need y'all
Okay.
like sustenance, but we don't. Fuck
Okay.
y'all.
Okay, but so then who's gonna give the fish more food? Because they're on a hunger strike, right? So how does like, right? Well, I'm sure you've thought about it. So like, how does the plot develop?
Okay.
So
okay.
it opens with the hunger strike. None of the fish are eating, and then you want to sprinkle some cannibalism in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you so far.
And during all of this, I have 50 Cent playing in the background.
So that's how you want to start.
And it's many men, but it's many fish.
Many fish wish death upon me.
That's the whole plan for the whole thing.
And then
It's political, it's cultural, it's got hip hop. What do you?
And it's sponsored by Vitamin Water. Many fish wish death upon me. Yeah, I got shot and like they got shot. Except I am fucking like, what? Except they am fucking breathing. Nice, dude. All right, I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then is the same characters like Dory still in there?
That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, because I think
can't
about
have
that
Ellen
stuff. Because to me, like Dory's a black woman, but she's voiced by a white woman.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with that, right? I got really mad when all those people were like, oh, that guy from the Cleveland show, that like
Yes.
as soon as he was like, I'm gonna resign because I'm a white man doing a black voice.
Yeah.
I was like, no one's asking you to do that.
Yeah.
Like
You can
literally,
just
no one was.
No one was upset about it?
No. So I would still put Dory, but I think I would actually get like a black woman to do, but not because I think she has a black voice, just because.
You can't do Ellen anymore.
Oh yeah, I don't
I
know,
don't think
man.
people are rocking with Ellen.
No one's rocking. Has anyone ever really did though? Like they
I
did,
used
but
to. I used
she's
to.
funny.
Yeah, I used to rock with Ellen, but then I found out about like
Diddy did.
Diddy used
Diddy
to rock
did?
with. Yeah, Diddy loved Ellen.
And he has a great taste in people.
Yeah,
obviously.
he's got great taste
Obviously.
in.
He
yeah.
really knows how to weed them out, don't he?
Yeah, yeah. Let me not. But Ellen, she was like, was she on the list? Was Ellen?
On the recent list?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she
Probably
was,
not.
but people know, right?
I don't think she even has to be.
It's implied.
Like, All the
But
celebrities.
What there was that like conspiracy about her and the pizza parties? Remember that?
Yeah, there
like
is with Jennifer Aniston.
with Jennifer
and shit
Aniston,
Like
all
that.
that.
so many guests on her shows have, we've eaten pizza and all different kinds, like
Ice
6 different kinds of pizzas. Yeah.
Is it
She
that?
makes the best pizza.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So probably not Ellen voicing it,
No.
but it. I don't know, man. That stuff. I like. I don't even know. Like we were talking about I don't know if we should bring up Epstein immediately, but
Yeah, before we bring up the guest,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
yeah. Speaking of
Speaking
speaking of people
of
on
tragedy.
Epstein's list, we got Amsterdam's very own pioneer.
Because then, like, what do you think a person like Ellen does as soon as they wake up every day?
Just like, I mean, probably like. You answer that. I don't want to. I've got nothing nice to say. My mother always told me, just say nothing then.
I was recently watching like Now You See Me.
Yeah.
Like, you remember Now You See Me?
Yeah, the magic movie.
The magic movie,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like the old dude played by
Yes,
Michael Caine,
Caine, yeah.
right? Like the way how he behaves, I always wonder if that's how like these like elite people are about stuff, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like there was a part of the movie where they were like, yeah, he has like 140 million. We're just gonna give that shit away to people.
Yes.
And like the way how he kept bragging about his money, there was a point where like Morgan Freeman's character goes, you know, I'm actually estimated to make about 5 million if after I like expose these magicians.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll double it for like
Yeah.
whatever if you could absolutely destroy them for
Yes.
me now.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know that's 10 million. And then the actor goes, did I flinch? And I was like, that's hard. That's so
That's
hard.
hard.
But
Yeah.
imagine that though. Like someone could just pay 10 million because they're like, man, get this kid out of here, bro.
But that's the thing. That's.
Destroy their career. Fuck these people.
Do you think would money work on you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't?
I'm not God's strongest soldier. Like, don't test me. I'll fail. Like, I will fail. I'm very weak. I'll do it.
You'll do it. I don't know if money would motivate me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what would motivate. I don't think. I've never like. It's just like. I'm trying to play reverse psychology. If anyone's watching this, like, yeah, you offer me a bunch of money, but I've never had like enough money.
So then, because for these kind of people, they wake up every day. Money drives them, right?
Yeah.
So when you wake up, what drives you as soon as you wake up? Like after wake up, what you like? Nah, I gotta get that. I gotta get to that.
You know, recently I've been like, I get really pumped up to wake up because I be having a lot of nightmares. So anytime I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, what a beautiful day.
You have a lot of nightmares.
Oh
now?
my God, bro. And since I stopped smoking weed, by the way, I got to get back on this weed stuff.
No,
This
you
is
don't.
awful.
No,
Bro.
this is the part that you work through. This is the test.
You were right. Black History Month is not the time to be quitting weed.
No, it is
not-
the
no.
time. That's what I said. It is the time.
We remember the last time someone had a dream.
Yeah, and everything changed.
And everything, yeah. But I was like, honestly, like, people, I get confused because people are always saying to me, it's like, oh, you need to get your REM, like your REM sleep in. Like, you got to sleep longer and you got to sleep harder. Since I stopped smoking weed, like, I wake up in cold sweats. I'll have, like, and then, like, my nightmares are so visual that, like, it takes me, like, 2 minutes to be like, yo, is anyone in my one-bedroom crib?
Oh, like as soon as you wake up, you're like,
It's literally,
yeah, I see.
But
I
then
get that,
what
yeah.
follows is real gratitude. It's real like, oh my God.
What a
It's-
roller coaster of
yeah,
emotions. You
because
go
it's like, oh my God, it's daytime. Like, it's fine. But that's also, I wake up at like 5:45 a.m. and then I'll just go watch basketball in the mornings. And like, because I'll wake up, like, get rid of the cold sweats. You make a cup of coffee, then I'll just sit and ponder for a little bit. Whereas before, I would, like, when I was smoking weed, I just wake up, roll out of bed, play some FIFA, jam out, go work out, read a book.
So then what part of that, so before, like, after wake up,
Yeah.
like, before you would wake up, you would roll, you chill, you play some FIFA,
Yeah.
right? So, like, clearly money is not a part of all of this. So what do you
No.
think is the driving factor? Are you looking for fun, relaxation? Are you
Validation.
looking for
Intensely.
validation?
My mother's approval.
After wake up,
Every
you looking
day.
for validation?
I check my phone and go, no messages from my mom. All right. Gotta write a new
Gotta
joke.
try again tomorrow.
Yeah, gotta edit a new video, hopefully get some views.
Is that the nightmare? Fuck, did
But
she text me?
Did she text me? Bro, honestly, like this morning, yeah, it was pretty fucking wild. That's also like, if you guys zoom into my face, you'll see I'm actually reeling. you'll see me doing somersaults.
You ever play games to background music?
Yes.
What do you have in the background?
Welcome back to
Welcome back to In the Background.
The podcast that you play
In the background. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's your
back.
host, Short.
It's your boy Daniel.
The intros are getting worse, man.
Yeah, the outros are getting worse.
The outro's getting worse. It's the middle. It's great.
The podcast is getting a lot better. You guys just gotta get to this point when it actually starts flowing.
We are about to bring on our very first guest
Our very second guest
of the year.
Okay.
of the year.
Come on, yo. What are you talking about?
baited us so
Y'all
hard.
can't
You're
even
better.
wait no more. Yo, y'all impatient, man.
I forgot you had a stutter. That's my bad, man.
Yeah, it takes a minute for the shit to come out. It comes out on Tuesday, by the time Yo, okay. So we're gonna bring him on, have a quick pause, and we're gonna introduce our guest.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a quick pause now.
Yeah, quick
We're
pause,
gonna have a
and
quick
then
guys. We're gonna have a
Move the
quick
camera,
break, but you guys gotta come back.
we're gonna cut this part out.
We're gonna cut this part out, guys. Then don't worry about this part. We'll be back though. Vessel, don't move the camera. You guys just keep all of that in. Yo, don't cut this. We say something funny. So is it done now? Or is that the cha-cha? Okay, so let's keep going. Keep the momentum.
Keep the momentum.
Because if there's a clip in this part, we won't be able to cut it. Hey guys, y'all, you've ever eaten pussy before?
All the time.
All right, I'm gonna reenact what it's like for me to have a night. This is me waking up in the morning. And I go, oh my God.
Why you do holler like yo, just hooting and hollering as soon as you wake up after? Yeah.
I've been building a playlist of songs that are impossible to have a panic attack to. It's a lot of Pitbull. You ever try to have a panic attack to hotel?
No, that's actually really difficult.
That's impossible. You feel like such a fucking moron.
I'm yelling timber.
Kesha, there's a lot of Kesha.
I'm yelling timber off the wake up.
Wake up every morning
Feeling like, that's why you wake up with panic attacks.
Yeah.
That's why. Because you're like, fuck, am I Diddy? Did my
Am
mom
I?
text me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
double combo wombo. All right, that was good. Should we take a break? Do we need to take a break? Or?
Come on in, man.
Come on in, let's go. Yeah. Bro, you just walked in front of the camera. Finally get some views. All right, man.
Okay, I'm going to do it. All right. Yeah, we locked in?
Yeah, it hasn't stopped recording.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. Our next guest, we have an absolute Amsterdam true local legend. This man has seen it all. He's the humorist, stand-up comedian, media mogul. We got Rogier back, everybody.
Yeah.
The number one media mogul on the
Media mogul.
Media mogul. I never forgot once you told me that, because I was like, media mogul is a great credit to have, but you probably don't like resonate with that, I would imagine.
No, because it was. Where was it even? Like I forgot. Like
You were doing like a corporate show or something,
yeah,
right?
but it was like, God, I don't even know where this was. This was recently too. Like she introduced me like on stage. Oh, it was it was at this. It was not a comedy show. It was a corporate thing. But it was like God, I'm trying to remember now. It was like this. I had to drive out to like somewhere in the woods. It was like this thing that was like an international gathering of people. Like there was British royalty there. There was like an ambassador to Cuba there.
Ambassador to Cuba is so
she's sitting
fucking
front
random.
row. She's sitting front row. Like she, it was like about like international relations. How to like, I guess like, I think it was like something about like the it was like an environmental conference basically.
Yeah.
And then she introduced me with, and it was so generous and so nice, but way too generous. She like rattled off a resume that I don't have.
The best intro that I could have given you, she gave that shit. Like, a piece of me was like, can you send me what she said? Like,
And I even went up. I was like, I run, like, I produce my own shows. I wouldn't say I'm a mogul. So
What is it? Media mogul even mean? It just means like.
I think it's like, if you have like, I don't know, if you have like significant power, if you have like, if you make more than I don't know, a couple thousand a month. I think.
Yeah. More than a couple thousand.
I think that's
Because
I
you
think
like a
there's
proper mogul. Like
Yeah.
mogul is like big man, executive decision. You know?
never, like that word
moguls are
mogul.
like like the people who run like big media corporations. Like
I'm thinking of Succession.
Succession.
yeah, Succession's
Yes.
like a mogul. What's the guy's name? The terrible guy who
Adolf Hitler.
Rupert Murdoch.
Rupert
He's
Murdoch.
he's a mogul.
He's a mogul.
Yeah.
Because to
Yeah,
me,
me and
it's-
Rupert, we
Okay.
yeah, you would.
Me and Rupert, yeah, at the top of the list, right?
me and Rupe.
Because then there's like in preparation for this, not gonna lie, a lot of people have a lot of different assumptions about you, right? That you're probably like, okay, I could see why y'all would see that. I could see why y'all would see that. Media mogul stuff like this, like, because like to me. These are the kind of things that people just assume about you based on what you do, like because you do social media and stuff like this.
Yeah.
That
I don't
yeah.
know if people would have assumed like mogul seems like just. I
You'd be
think she was
surprised.
just being so nice.
You'd be
algorithm
surprised.
tycoon.
You were thinking you would.
is that something more your speed? You like that?
What if people thought? What if people said about Roger during your research?
Like, okay, so a lot of
Wait,
people.
you did research like about this? Like you asked people? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm about to learn a lot of shit as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We
Yeah.
called your mother. Well, I called your mother.
He's a bit of a tycoon.
Actually, we're gonna do some guest calls in a second. We're gonna have some of the listeners do some calls.
We have some phone a friends.
Oh man.
Because a lot of people have like a very clean association of you. They're a very clean guy.
Yeah.
You're very presenting and all these things. Does that take you work? Are you aware of this as well?
I am now. I think. Like I think. It's taken me like a couple of years to like. You mean like on stage or just like outside?
In general,
like
just a clean person.
Well put
like,
together.
Well put together.
Like I don't think
Maybe,
you're not waking up first thing in the mornings having cold sweats and nightmares.
Panic attack.
No.
Just, like you're not
be
doing
honest?
that.
I picture you when you wake up in the morning. The first thing you do is you fold laundry, and then like you, and like
I do fold laundry.
and then you go clean. You go
I actually-
re-clean all your
I
sneakers.
stretch first. I do,
Oh, yeah?
I do a stretch.
Some
and
stretches in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I,
Is that literally you roll out of bed,
first
not even
I
look
roll
at your
in
phone?
bed
You
and
roll
I
in
stretch.
bed.
Yeah.
You
I roll in bed.
do a front flip.
Literally, I just like sheets open and I come up and I just like I do like a stretch for my lower back.
Oh, is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mandatory.
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 Because I got a back injury from like playing basketball in like 2010. This is a long
I thought it was
time
from
ago.
carrying the comedy scene.
It hasn't made it better.
Hasn't made it better.
That's how I developed scoliosis. Actually,
That's where my bad posture comes from.
it's no. So literally, I just do that. I like I wake up and I stretch.
And
That's
then what's next after you stretch?
breakfast.
Breakfast.
I wash my face. I'm one of the few white people who puts on lotion. I think.
Yeah.
Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
You put on lotion?
No.
One of the few, man.
We did a game once where I put on lotion and Vessel asked, what did you say? Your lotion on face or also body?
Bro,
Or like just hands.
Just
hands.
hands. Just
Just
hands.
hands.
that's crazy to wake up and just be like,
there we go.
Making
Oh.
some wet ass eggs, man. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, why my eggs so wet? Like,
just fucking.
can't hold this wet ass. Yo, fuck. This shit scrambled already.
You want scrambled or lubed?
But yeah, no breakfast for sure. I can't. I was talking to like Nadine like, just the other day. Like I know she doesn't really eat breakfast. I was like, I can't function without breakfast.
Yeah.
I have.
Do you have the
I-
same breakfast every morning?
It's two versions. I do either like porridge with like apple and all that stuff in there, like and some fruits, or it's yogurt granola.
I do the same. It helps with gym as well, right?
Yeah.
You work out early in the mornings as well?
It kind of depends on the
Okay.
day. I like to work out in the morning, but then sometimes if it doesn't work out, like I'll go in the afternoon. Yeah.
Okay, because also, like to a certain extent of all of this, there's a lot of micromanaging that goes on, right? Like little things that you have to do. And there's like a current trend that
He didn't
I
like that at
really
all.
want to ask you,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm wondering where this is
you
going.
have you ever
Tycoon
heard of
should
the...
talk to me like a tycoon.
Yeah, I want to break the tycoon down, man. I want to break it down, dude. So have you ever heard of the young ho trend?
I have not. No.
You have not?
No, the young ho
A
trend.
young ho, yeah. Okay. So obviously you're not young or a ho, right? Obviously. Right?
Welcome to the middle-aged.
Right?
Yeah.
So that usually what this applies to, a young ho is a person that frees themselves of minor inconveniences.
Okay.
Right? So someone that does like the quickest shortcut to
Got it.
avoid doing the most work,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So like let's say if you go to the gym, do you wash the clothes that you use at that gym, or you're like, I used these yesterday, I can use them again?
I hang them, like I basically let them air out, and I use them like later again. I sort
Okay.
of like alternate. Yeah.
So when you hang them and you fold your clothes, have you ever left like your laundry in the washing machine like for too long and then you had to wash it again because you just left it in there?
When
and
I
it
was
got
in college, I did, yeah. But since
you used to
since
be a
I
young
became an
ho.
adult, I learned.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm a grown hoe now. You better believe that.
Yeah, no, it's a way, like I do, yeah, I like laundry is, I mean, I've left it, I've forgotten it before, like, you know, for a couple hours, but I've had it before where like, I fall asleep on my couch like nearly every night because I'm one, so tired, and the couch is super comfortable.
Right.
And then if I've done laundry, that'll happen. Like I put it on when I leave for a show, then I come back, I fall asleep on the couch. I will hang it up at 2 a.m. still if I wake up.
Oh, grinding. Okay, yeah.
Before going to bed, so that it can dry overnight and not get musty, so that I'd have to wash it again.
He's not a young ho at all.
Bro, all my clothes got that mildew smell on that shit. you ever got that mildew smell on your shit because you left it in
Black
there?
mold fold.
Yo, that
forming
moldy.
in your clothes.
That's why he's wearing a hoodie.
This guy's got respiratory problems because of his clothes.
That's why the distance is so far away. I was like, actually, can we put them
If
over
this
there?
motherfucker unzips the full thing, he's not gonna.
It's like a dust, sort of a.
There's gonna be a hole in the middle, dude.
It comes out like dry ice, dude. Just like smoke come out my shit. Okay,
man.
so you don't do that. Now, when you put the laundry in, right? Do you separate colors or you do
Yes.
one big load?
No, I discriminate only.
Some
when
people do one big load, bro.
All right, that's not even
only
young
when
ho.
doing laundry.
That's crazy.
Some people do that. No, you
What,
don't
you,
judge, bro.
You don't.
Some
You
people
mix
do
all
that.
your laundry.
Of course not.
Was that used to be a white shirt?
No, this
right?
is came
This
like
was
No,
always
it's meant to
cream?
be that
Okay.
color.
Hey,
But like, look, you don't wash your jeans, for example, or you do.
these you can't wash.
I know. Well, I mean, so technically you could obviously, but you don't because they're like real denim. They're real raw.
but
Okay.
the other jeans, I like with my clothes. I'm just very.
But you have white socks.
Yes.
Yeah. So like like there's no way you wash those with denim.
I separate everything.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I thought you don't.
No, I think
You
that's
don't.
the craziest.
No, okay, I do.
Okay.
I do.
I'm surprised that if anyone does.
That's
There
what
are people that do
I
though.
thought you meant
That's crazy. No,
One
to
big
me-
load, people
to me,
do that.
I'm a young ho, but even that's too far, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're gonna fuck up your shit. I've done it before accidentally.
Accidentally,
like, just
for sure,
accident,
I
and then
have.
it's some of it. Sometimes I go, oh, that's a nice little dye. You know, I go.
I
"Oh,
mean,
it's
like
okay."
you probably had that sometimes where like after you pull out the colors and you see a couple whites in there, you like, yo, because
Yes,
you did the full
accidentally.
right, yeah.
But I've never just been like, yeah, fuck it, man. Just
No,
fucking throw
no.
everything in.
Really? So, okay, I've never done that, but there are people that do that. So I was just curious. Okay, so you never do that. How about big lights? So the thing about a young ho is that they try to avoid using big lights as much as they can. So let's say if you're in the dark and you're looking for something really quick, you just use your phone light.
Oh, instead of like turning on like
big lights, yeah.
It kind of depends. I've never really thought about that. Probably if I'm rushing out the door, I would probably use my phone.
Use that
if
phone.
I'm not, like I'll turn on the light at my house. Is that a thing? Really?
That is a thing. Like not
Really?
using the big lights, just being like, all right, I want to find something quick. Fuck it. Pa, 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 pa.
But is it like you're hanging out at home on the couch and you're looking for something and you can't find it? You use.
It's in all scenarios because you're also like thinking about ambiance, you're thinking about convenience, you're thinking about the bill, you're thinking about all these different things. That's you're trying to avoid
bill,
inconveniences. You're like, fuck it, I got a phone. Turn
Yeah.
that bitch on, right? What am I looking for?
Do you know?
So to not
make
to
some
not
eggs.
to not like increase your electricity bill, you'll not turn on.
I think it's just lazy.
And you don't want to go through all the effort of going back to turn off like the
Crazy.
switch light. So you just make breakfast
so it's
with your
lit-
phone light.
It's lit.
You never
So it's laziness masking as like
you make breakfast with your phone light.
you like so you open the curtains immediately as soon as you wake up.
I don't sleep with curtains closed. I never close my curtains.
I don't.
What
sleep.
the fuck?
No.
I do the
I
same.
wake up earlier. Yeah. Do you also?
What
Never.
the fuck?
Bro, you
Windows-
wake up at
windows
2
are open.
p.m. So
Windows
that's
are
why.
open. Yeah, right.
Because the night's still popping. Like, because the curtains still pop. Like, wait.
I
Y'all,
never-
so y'all let the sun wake y'all up. Like,
I don't
the
wake
light-
up because of the light. I just wake up because of my alarm. I can sleep in. I could literally. I mean, now because like it's still early on in the day, but like usually if I take a nap, I might like cover my eyes, right, like to have a little darkness or whatever. But I could fall asleep just in broad daylight. There's no
Do
issue.
you take supplements like magnesium to help sleep and shit like that?
I take some, like multivitamins, but I don't take anything to fall asleep. I have never had any issues falling asleep.
Were you always like that, or did it happen as you got older?
Always. Always. I think I just do too much during the day to not feel tired at night.
Have you always been this busy since you were like when
I've always been. I don't know if like maybe it's restless. I don't know, but I've always been like very active for sure. Yeah, I've never like I don't like sitting still for long and just not doing anything. It's always something, like an activity. When I was little, it was like drawing or playing with whatever, the toys or whatever, playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then now it's making sure I have money next month. So I
Making
just,
sure I have money.
I gotta fucking put a show on and like promote shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hang out at home during the day.
No.
Ever.
It makes me feel guilty.
It's crazy.
It's I also like today. I think after the pod, I'm like, maybe I should just go hang out at home today. I go, oh my god, what the fuck are you gonna do at home? You gonna chill? Like, all right.
I don't get like how people, for example, like hang out in bed all day.
I've
I
never
heard
done
about this thing recently,
yeah.
like bed rotting. I mean, I heard the term before, but like somebody was saying, like it was a little video that popped up on Instagram, and it was like a couple, and they had, it's one of those like POV, you're bed rotting, and it starts to rain, and they kind of high-fived each other.
Yeah.
It was like a cute little thing, but I was like, that's the worst thing I could possibly imagine.
Okay, I'm wondering about this, right? Like this idea of like not wanting to do anything. Like, did that come from how y'all parents had y'all? Like, kind of being like, no, like you're gonna be in different sports, different clubs. Like, were both of y'all parents like that?
I mean, for me, I think it stems a lot of like from my ADHD and this like, and sometimes it's guilt that drives me. Like the feeling of like doing nothing, I get guilty. I go.
But who you compare? Like, where that guilt come from? Who you comparing yourself?
That's what you said. So I think it's the way I grow. It's like this. It's internal. It doesn't feel because if I really sit back and I think about it, I go, I could take a night off and I could just sit at home and do nothing. But then we've had this conversation multiple times where we'd have a conversation. We almost have to convince each other it's beneficial for your work life to do nothing.
Yeah.
That you actually can't do something every day. And then the guilt subsides because you kind of go, all right, I'm doing the right. I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, yeah.
But like, for example, my friend Zoe, who you all met, she'll sometimes text me being like, I'll go, do you want to get coffee? She goes, actually, today I want to stay inside all day and just rest.
Wow.
And to me, it's like, if I stay inside all day, I have this like intense guilt.
Crazy.
And then I start wallowing in myself. I go, you're such a fucking terrible. You're terrible. You're lazy. What the
But you
fuck
pay
do you do?
rent. Like that's your house.
But
imagine paying rent to something and not using the motherfucker.
I'm jealous.
I don't have a car, but I'll still pay for a parking spot.
Yeah.
What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? That shit weird as hell.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the way you can sit and do nothing all day.
Easy.
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 If anything, it's his preference, if anything.
But it's because to me, it's like if I do one thing, like I'll fucking go crazy at that. Like as we talked about, like if we go to the gym, I'll be in the gym 2.5 hours and I'll be like, I did something today.
But you also said you do that to kill the time because you're waiting for the night for like you said the day takes so long. You're like, I got it. That's great.
The day takes so fucking long.
I've never in my life. Even when I was a kid waiting for my birthday to come. And it's like, you feel like 4 months is just like 3 years.
Yeah.
Still then, I don't think I've ever felt that the day took too long. That's insane.
Brother, I used to be so excited for night. I love nights.
Night's nice.
I thrive at night. I don't know
Right.
what the fuck it. Daytime, I feel like I'm just charging up for whatever night has to bring.
Interesting.
You know?
What time do you go to bed?
Oh.
There's no like. I mean, I don't have a say.
I must say between like 2 a.m., maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
I sometimes have that as well. Like I'll go to bed at like 2 a.m. sometimes. Sometimes I'll like I said, I'll fall asleep because I just can't stay awake. But like, I'll be doing things like promoting or like whatever, like just because I'm trying to like get this tour going or whatever. So I feel like I constantly have to be on, keep my eye on the ball or whatever. So I'll do that, but then I'll also make sure that my alarm is at like 8:15.
Yeah. What do you also feel similarly driven by guilt sometimes to keep active?
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Because if you don't do something in the day, it's just like
then I'm like, how bad do you actually want this?
Yeah.
You don't. Evidently, you don't want this. So you're a piece of shit.
yeah, it's brutal. It's like the way like we think about ourselves. It's like, bro, if you ever spoke to me like that, it'd be like on side hands, being like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, I want a night off, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like on Tuesday I didn't come to Hayes, and he texted me being like, hey, are you all good? and I would do the same for him. It's like there's no way we're missing a show
Yeah.
unless there's actually actively something
Right. Yeah.
you know. And it's like, and I would have the same. If you go, I'm not coming. I go, yeah, bro. What the yeah. Bro.
What are you gonna do, bro?
Yeah, bro,
That
could
shit,
be doing 12 different things all at home. It's been before where it's like he's texting me being like, "Yo, bro, it's really cold outside." And I'd be like, "Bro,
I
it's
can't
your
see
fucking
my shoes
job
from here. Where
Yeah,
I can't.
bro.
fucking
People have
never mind.
9 to 5s. We have an 8 till 9.
I literally have this thing where like I try not to touch my phone until like 4 p.m. I try not to
That's
because
good, though.
I
I'm
like
gonna be honest
that.
with you. I don't have to like
Alright.
I'm not someone that has to be like, oh, I need to find something to do. Shit will find me to do. Like shit
Yeah,
does
because you touch
me,
your phone
bro.
at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I touch it at 4 p.m. and I'm like, fuck, I
Different
gotta
energy.
do
Right.
so
Everyone's like,
much.
"Where the fuck are you, dude?"
And I'm like, oh my god. It fucks me, but to me, it's like a system that works because
That's
I'd be
good.
like, I want the day to go most of the time, and I'll do what I have to do from a
Right.
certain time on.
That is
Yeah.
good though.
You know,
That
because
is
then
good.
to me it adds a little bit of structure where there's no structure, right?
Right.
But
right,
I
right.
understand the ideology of wanting to grind, always wanting to like do something, always wanting to get better. But then, do you apply that to everything? So, like, let's say with the basketball
Yeah.
as like a youth, for
Yeah,
example,
for
was
sure.
that something you were genuinely striving
100%.
every day? You were like,
Basically, so when I was little, like growing up here, we only practiced like twice a month, right? Like the team that I
In
was
Amsterdam.
on. Sorry, twice a month, twice a week in Almere. So
In
like,
Almere.
The
Twice
worst
a
team
month.
of all time.
Well, I mean, it was twice a week, so
Twice
it's
a week. It's
terrible.
still- yeah.
It's still terrible. And I found out when I was like 15, all of a sudden, I don't know why it didn't come to me earlier, but I was like, I think I got to do this every day to get better at this shit. Because I think like we didn't get NBA or any sort of coverage at that time here. Like you had to pay for like this extra channel. We didn't have that. And so I had a couple like VHS tapes of the NBA, right? There were like these mixtape things that I would watch just over and over and over again.
What were the games? Like
So it was,
finals?
it was like behind the scenes kind of
Behind the
stuff. You know,
scenes.
like the NFL thing, like Hard Knocks.
Yes. Okay.
That kind of
Got you.
stuff. And it was like one was called like Wired for Sound. The other one was like about the Bulls, like the three-peat, in the 90s. So it was that kind of stuff. So I never got like more than basically highlight tapes from
I was
the
like
NBA.
about to say, like you're
So
seeing like the best of the best, right?
only that. So I literally did not understand that people would miss shots when they were in the NBA until I saw a game and I was like, oh, obviously they're human beings, so
Yeah.
they'll miss.
Yeah.
But I just saw all the crazy shit. I saw Vince Carter do the fucking, all that. And there was never because it was just a highlight tape. So that's all I saw. Of the NBA. And then when I found out you have to like practice daily and I started doing that and I started getting better, by that time it was probably too late because I was like 15.
Yeah, you got to start when you're.
You
a
got
9.
to, and because I
Start
started
at 9.
I started
Bro,
playing
even-
when I was 10. I got my first basketball when I was 8 because I saw it on TV. And then I started playing for a team at 10. And then it was only like practice twice a week. So it was very low.
Do you guys believe in that? Like how
Bro,
like boxers
bro,
like have to
bro,
start
bro,
at young
bro,
and
bro.
shit like that?
You
Bro,
got to.
we
You
know
have
this,
to.
but in America, you have like 13-year-olds ranked. You get that you can be the number
Yeah.
one 13-year-old in the country.
There's no accident when people make it to the NBA.
Yeah,
like there's
you
no.
can tell.
I
Oh my
thought,
God.
I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go there and they'll see. They'll finally
What I'm
see.
working with.
Yeah, they just haven't made it out here to Almere. Like they just didn't know. So like I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show them. And then I ended up playing for this like very small school in a small town in Illinois. And everyone was so much
Did you
better
go
than
to the States specifically for basketball?
that was like, I mean, I went for like an
byproduct,
exchange
yes.
student, but like, no, but or an exchange year, but my goal was basketball. So like I picked a school and on the application form, I did say like it has to have a basketball team because I want to try and play there. And they were gracious enough to let me on the team. They had no idea who I was. They'd never seen film. I didn't know you had to have film.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to make tapes and whatever. So at that time, because this was 2006. So like people were already kind of in that. It's a lot worse now, I think. Like kids are, like you're saying, like when they're 11, 12, they're ranked. Like an old teammate of mine from college, his son has an Instagram page and he's got multiple Division I offers, like big schools. And he's like 14, I think. Crazy. Insane. So
Like-
he's and it's the full like social media like brand you have to create as a kid, and you have to get exposure and be at these camps and be seen. So there's no accident that people make it to the NBA. Like people knew Victor Wembanyama since he was like 13 years old.
We were watching tape. I mean, all of these guys, like even
Because
like
he's from France, right?
yeah.
So okay, so it was
Like
kind of like
Luka Doncic, same thing. He played when he was a teenager. When he
the-
was 13, he went to Spain.
He was the
were
16th,
there like other
16th
like
Euro MVP.
European people that maybe that you like that were also doing basketball maybe when
Well,
you
there
were
was
growing up,
one
and you were
Dutch
like,
guy, but he was like literally 7'3", Rick Smits. He was like 2 meters, like 21 or whatever.
fuck.
So he was massive, and he was like a big guy in the 90s. Like he played for the Pacers. He played against Michael Jordan, whatever. Like he was in that Reggie Miller era. And so he was a guy that, obviously it was like, oh, there's a Dutch guy in the NBA, so it's possible.
Yeah.
And I met a Dutch guy who, I forget his name, something with an S, I forget. He played briefly for the Houston Rockets and then came back to the Netherlands. And I remember as a kid seeing him at one of the games, and I went up to him to ask him for like an autograph, and he was really kind of like dismissive. And I remember being like, just kind of thrown off by that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, he's a Dutch guy. He played in the NBA, he played in America, and like he was kind of weird about it. So that was the only two Dutch people I knew about. And then of course at some point it was like Francisco Elson, who was actually had a great career in the NBA, and then there was Dan Gadzarich, who played in the NBA, and that was like right before I went to college.
What was the moment when you were like, damn, rip, I've got fucking zero chance at this? Was there someone that you saw? Was there a game that you played?
When I went to California, so like when I got to Illinois, I was like, okay, there's a lot to learn. But like I didn't realize, so this was a community college. And community college is where people go either if they don't have the grades to go to a big school or if they're just not good enough to play for a big school.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I saw a gym with a hardwood floor and I was like, I'm in fucking heaven.
This is it. This is it.
This is the big league.
yeah.
How old were you at this point?
18.
18.
Yeah. And
Just gratitude. You were like, honestly, the
my
fact that we
God,
could be here
dude.
doing this.
I got two, like we got uniforms, we got like sweats, we got shoes, I still have the bag.
Yeah.
I have the
That's
sweats
sick,
still
though.
at
I like
home.
that.
I have my uniform still. Like, I want my second year uniform. And I didn't have I never got the name on the back. That was the big dream to get my name
to get
on
like the
back.
Bach,
But,
the Bach on the back. Yo, can I get some Bach on the back?
But no, but like I remember like we got shoes and everything. Like we had fittings with brands and whatever. So like, so these are small schools, but they just have like these brand deals or whatever. But so then I didn't really play much during that first year. And then when I got in, it was like a December game or whatever. I got in, and my first play in the game, there's a guy who cut back door. It was like against a team that had a bunch of Division I. So Division I is like the highest level in college, right?
Yeah.
And there's even tiers within Division I, but like they were good, big dudes.
Division 1 is like you wouldn't you if you watch a Division 1 player play, you'd be like, how's this guy not the MVP
Yeah,
of the NBA?
yeah.
Like
And
if you
then-
saw him in real life, it's crazy.
But then when you see a low-level Division I player play an NBA player, you see that there's a massive
big
like
difference.
you're closer to them than they are to the NBA player. Basically, it's that big of a
But is it? It's not because of like the physical aspects, but it's because of like experience.
partially. It's physical. I mean, these dudes are big. They're fucking massive. Like I remember playing this team the first time I got in. I think I managed to score like 4 points in the game, which was insane. Yeah, in my
Averaging
mind.
4 points.
In my mind, like I remember like hitting a layup, and I was just like, because I was so hyped, I couldn't believe it, right? But so like the first play of the game, there's this guy who cut back door, caught an alley oop, and dunked it, and I'm just standing there like, what the fuck? Dude, incredible. So these guys are like, and then when I got to California, so I played there for 2 years, they asked me back for the second year, which was amazing, on like a partial scholarship, which was really cool. Because I had improved a lot, but it just wasn't enough for like a big school. And so then I went to California and I tried out for the team. They were a low-level Division I team. They even played, I think, Derrick Rose when he was on Memphis in this was 08, I think.
Yeah.
08 or 09. They played that team. So they were good enough. They made it to the Sweet 16. It was one of those like
crazy.
wild card
Yeah.
small schools that like made it
Yeah.
in. But so I tried out for the team, didn't get on. And I remember like the guys on that team just being so fucking huge and so quick and so strong. And like there was a guy who went to it was at that point it was called the D League still. I tried out for the D League as well. And that's the highest I ever got. So
D League is one below the NBA.
yeah, it's now called the G League. It's basically their farming system. Like you go there if you need to like develop for the NBA. NBA players will get sent down.
Is D League still D League or is D League now G League?
It's now the G League because it's
Okay.
sponsored by Gatorade. So they made it the G League.
type shit. I was like, that's a major
Yeah.
demotion, but okay, it's a brand thing.
Yeah, it's a
okay,
brand
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
But so there was a guy who went to that school before, who went to the D League, who would come back for like these runs, these open gym runs, and he was unreal. Unbelievable. And he never even got close to the NBA, other than like the D League, obviously. He played in the D League, but never even got close to like getting called up to an NBA.
It's crazy, right?
And he was unbelievable. So that was, that's a moment when I realized, like, okay, this might not be, I might be able to try Europe. And then I was like, no. Okay,
No.
So.
Because then after that, you also found performance arts. I also know that you also did some acting for like a little bit.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I'd acted as a kid a little bit, like, and I did some voice stuff as a kid.
What? Like for commercials?
Yeah. For like UNICEF, I did a commercial. For KPN, I did like one of the early like.
Did your mom sign off on all of this?
Yeah. It was like the casting agency still exists even like here in the city.
And you told her you wanted to do this, or she was like, "You're gonna get out the house and do some shit.
You're gonna work.
You're gonna go some work."
You're 6 years old. You're the man of that. Like, your father's not gonna be around forever.
Gotta start collecting these residuals, huh?
Those fateful words. But yeah, so like I wanted to. I really wanted to as a kid. I don't know why or how I even found out about it, but I just wanted to like act and I think I signed up for a casting agency and they had like a voice thing. And it was, I don't know which one was the first one, but I did like an animated thing for UNICEF. And then I did a KPN commercial that was like one of the first like cell phones in the Netherlands.
Oh, sick.
And I think I still have like a little tape of it. A little, the recording of it.
I had did I tell you guys about my big break when I was younger? I was in a couple of adverts. My dad's a director, so he was directing these commercials.
Oh, I was so scared, bro. Bro, I was so scared when you were like, "Oh, I thought it was gonna be a fuck." Okay, all right.
What do you think it was gonna be?
It's just with you, bro.
Well, honestly, you should have. Yeah, maybe it will be. Wait until you have the ad I was in.
It's like, yeah, bro, I was actually in some documentary. Fuck,
Fuck, no. Oh no.
bro.
So when I went to Neverland as a 8-year-old.
You're like, technically, I have a Netflix credit.
So your dad hooked you up with some roles?
All the time. He would try. So I was in an HIV. I was in an HIV commercial.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
I fucking
I
knew
was-
it.
I
It
was the
wasn't
white
some
kid.
normal shit. It
Yeah.
wasn't some normal shit.
So we had to,
with
like-
him, it's never some normal shit,
dude.
bro.
I was the white kid in the HIV commercial.
No.
You had to get.
fucking
It also
God.
happens to white children.
It literally. That's why. That's why I was there. I was the. Finally, I was the diversity. Yeah, you had to get one of each race. That I remember that. It was like because in
Crazy.
South Africa, so we had one of each race, like kind of like throwing this blanket, being like, protect your kids from HIV. So you know.
Right.
And then my big break, which I got solo dolo, there was this butter commercial, and I had to go to this butter. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like I had to sit in a classroom, and I was pretty big, bro. I was a pretty fat kid, so I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna take up most of the screen for real. And I had no lines, but they were like, hey, smile and draw. So I was literally drawing that Superman S I always draw. And then I went to school. I went, yo, won't believe it. I'm on TV. This shit comes out tomorrow. Like, best get ready, bro. I wore my nicest white long sleeve shirt, so you could see my little tubby arm sticking out. And I was like, bro, you all got to tune in at 7 p.m. Bro, I watched the commercial. Bro, you see my pinky finger. Just my pinky finger made it. That was it, bro.
Crazy.
Still got paid a bag, though.
You got paid.
Yeah,
I got paid for the thing as well, but that's brutal. Like
That's
to
brutal.
see your stuff get edited out that
Bro, and it's just like, I'm a fucking kid, bro. It's my big break. So now the only
like
commercial.
who's the chubby kid?
Yeah, who booked the fact? Hey, who let that kid eat all the butter?
Yeah. We need
You're
to get with
supposed to
some
pretend to eat it.
self-restraint.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pretend to eat it. You're not supposed to.
Sorry, I thought it was hand lotion. Make some scrambled eggs.
Man. But yeah, it was great. Like I remember also like getting paid. I was like, it was like at that point it was still guilders. We didn't even have euros. Oh, and it was like
Fucking
a couple
guilders.
hundred. And I was like, God, this is insane, bro.
Got a couple. Man, I don't want to tell you how much I got paid. I got paid like
Oh yeah, but you got
100 rand,
100 rand,
which is like
Jesus.
10
That's
euros.
10 euros?
Yeah,
And
not
a cup
even.
And that's for
butter.
the day. And that's for the day or for the hour.
That was for like 8 hours, man.
I was an extra in a movie here somewhere in Amsterdam. I forget. I still literally when I bike around here, I sometimes try to spot where it was because I don't remember exactly where it was, and I think I sort of know. It was like I think towards West. It was this. So I didn't get cast as like one of the speaking roles, but I got like basically every kid that auditioned that didn't get a role got an extra role,
Yes.
and they would give us. It was the 3 shooting days, I think, and we would bus somewhere from I don't know, like Zout, I think, to like somewhere in the city. And then after every day, they would have just an envelope of like cash, and they would hand the cash to the kids as you get off the bus. And it was
Okay.
like a 50 euro, a 50 guilder bill. So it was like 25 euros at the time, but for a kid, it's like
That's
insane.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Just the
And I remember being so jealous of the kids with the speaking roles because they got money, obviously, but they also got Nintendo 64s.
what the fuck?
All of them. They got a package of things. They got a fucking big package of like goodies, and one of it was
Nepo babies type shit, or
no.
like
I think it was like genuine. Like, I mean, maybe some of it was like kids of like people in the industry or whatever.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I think it was people who just auditioned. But it was just the kids with the speaking roles. They got like the big packages, and I remember them like because we were all on the same bus going from shooting location to different location. And them talking about like, yeah, dude, like it came with Donkey Kong and everything. I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice. That's like I don't have any gaming console at my house because my mom just didn't like those things.
oh,
They
fuck
fucking
yeah,
got
one of
these
those moms
things.
too.
They
My
got
mom hated that shit.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, bro. Because then, because then, especially when you're in that kind of situation where it's like, okay, you see like the other kids getting these kind of stuff. Did it still make you want to pursue acting? Like, did you also want to do like
Yeah,
the spawn
dude,
class?
yeah, it looked
like,
great.
Like
It looked
the Brook
so
class?
awesome. It looked great to be in that position of like the sort of the star of the thing, and like you know just the fact that they got like to do these speaking parts and whatever. And like I thought it was so fascinating to have to do like the same scene over and over.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was cool to me.
And
for
you
some
could
reason.
try different takes, all that different kind of shit.
So I'm like
Yeah.
in the background. I'm like. And then
Especially
the other day,
as
I'm
an
like,
extra, you're actually like, can we actually do that one again? I didn't like how I did that. They're like, who gives a fuck how you did it? Yo, you're in the back. Who gives a fuck? You're like, yeah, but I didn't like my face in that
They made
one.
me feel really important one time because
Yeah.
they had to reshoot a thing and they were like, "Where's Roger?" And I was like, "I'm here." Like and just like and they ushered me to the front of the thing so I could be in the background of a scene.
In the
But, yeah,
background.
in the
Incredible.
background.
ITV.
Yes,
Dropping
sir.
the They mentioned the name of the pond.
And then how did like accents come in? Like, did you get like a coach for that?
No,
Like,
it's just always a thing I really like doing. Like there was a sketch show. I keep forgetting the name, but it was this guy Paul de Leeuw. He's like an old like Dutch cabaret
yeah.
person, and he had the sketch show, and he did these characters, and I would impersonate the characters as a kid, and it would have different like Rotterdam accents, whatever, Amsterdam accents, all kinds of different types, but it was all in Dutch, and then I ended up doing that just because I thought it was fun and it would get a laugh, and then from then on, I don't know, like I think I found out kind of later that I was good at accents because I did this at like a camp. I did like a little talent show host, and I did different characters, and then I just did like just random accents, and people were like, "Oh, that's pretty good." That's
People
fun.
went crazy for it.
Yeah,
It's funny. The most asked question I got when we were interviewing you is people really wanted you to do a Chinese accent. that was it. So we could turn the camera. Just anything you want to say.
Because then, like, are you also doing that kind of like how most impressionists do it, where you try to find the voice? Like, what are you looking at when you try to do an accent? Like, are you thinking about how the mouth? Like, what are you doing? Like mentally in your head when you prepare?
I look for my own head. Like I call them anchor words. I look for words that are like a thing that will hook you into an accent, basically.
Do you have an example?
I
just want to say, because like whenever I see you do like crowd work, for example, if there's someone from like Brazil or Ecuador,
Yeah.
whatever, like you could quickly get into the accent.
Right.
But I like, it's not like they say something in particular, but you have something that you would kind of go into with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, for example, like Irish. It's something as simple as like right. Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
That tea, whatever,
Yeah.
that breathy tea.
Right.
Because I did like a sort of an amateur like stage production in Melbourne when I was there for like 6 months, and I played a character who was from County Kerry, Ireland. It was like a very specific thing, and it was like this Irish lady who helped me kind of like develop the accent a little bit more, and I listened just to like a lot of podcasts from Kerry.
Yeah.
And it was just a few things that would like County Kerry, county, that word county. They have a certain way of pronouncing that word. Kerry. Yes, right, good. That kind of stuff. It's just like simple, small things like with, I don't know, like a southern accent. It's just something like southern. Just, hell yeah, brother. Yes, all right. Now,
Yeah.
all right, let's go now. Let's get into it, brother. Let's fucking do this, man.
Well, slap
That
me
kind-
on the
like,
ass and call me. Yeah, all of that.
yeah, slap me on the ass.
Well, slap
Call
me
me
on
a
the-
donkey, brother.
Call me a donkey, brother. I'm moving.
But it's also like I noticed
This
like when
town
I-
ain't big enough for the both of us. This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But that's also like, sort of a general, like, general Southern accent. I don't think that's, it's not open. Okay. It's sort of a general, like, Southern accent, obviously, but like, I'm trying to think of like examples now, like sort of a Midwestern thing is like $20 instead of like dollars, like they would say in New York. It's dollars, because there was a coach I had in Michigan, like a football coach, who would say, I got like, you guys give me $20 and I can get on the field right now. Like, it's just a certain
yeah, for $20, I'll fuck y'all young boys up. You better believe it.
Boys up.
I'll fuck you boys up for some $20. You better.
I'll do it for free too.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Go on, dare me. Go on, dare me. I'll do it.
And I had like, in Illinois, like it's slightly different, but like I don't do the Chicago accent very well, but it's Chicago. It's Chicago. There's a certain I don't know, like the way I can describe it is like a certain roundness or flatness to vowels that they have. Like my host dad was like super like country Illinois, so it almost sounds Southern at times. So he would say like, Raj, that probably doesn't work. That probably doesn't work, Raj. And it's not Roger, like I would say, but it's more like Raj. There's a nasal, sort of quality to the O that almost makes it more like an A. So it's just those little thingies that I sort of listen to that I guess I kind of feel in my face or whatever. But I look for anchor words for sure to like get into an accent.
I also remember like during like the pandemic and stuff like this, you also would sometimes do videos where you would explain how to do a Dutch accent to people, right? Yeah. As well, but like that also comes naturally to you, I assume, or is there also anchor words or vowels or sounds that you also focus on?
What do you mean, the Dutch accent?
Yeah, like with the Dutch accent, for example.
It's funny to me because I was talking about this the other day. The fact that like one of the videos about the Dutch accent was the one that like that sort of set everything off in terms of social media, because it was the one accent I still don't like it very much. I mean, it's still like it sounds terrible to me.
But there's also so many different versions of it.
There's a lot of different versions.
Because then which one do you do whenever you?
I do the very, very like sort of standard like Mark Rutte type of.
Mark Rutte type.
Yes, it's very hard and it's flat and it's stupid. And it's like, I do that, and it's funny to me because like that was the like. Somebody even said it to me. Is like how ironic it is that because that's something I worked on to not have anymore when I first moved to the U.S. I never had like a strong Dutch accent, but you could kind of hear it probably. But then when I moved to Illinois, like I kind of just adopted like the local accent, and kind of wherever I moved, I just adopted sort of the local sound.
Yeah.
And then for that to be the thing that sort of like kick-started everything on social media was kind of just a funny full circle moment
kind of thing, yeah.
But then what I liked about it, and it's still somebody like at a show recently said like, oh, started following you because of when we first moved to the Netherlands, like we saw those videos about how to sound Dutch or how to say something in Dutch, and I was like, oh, it's kind of fun that it actually had like
a ripple effect.
Yeah, a bit of an impact on people. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Like, it's very interesting because I also felt like at the time, like we were both kind of also doing TikTok at like the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a bit of an aspect of like, we are also making fun of certain cultural differences, but also we're like educating people a bit as well, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're actually like learning something from this, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, you don't really feel like you learned anything from doing it in that way. Like, it's more of like a...
Well, I learned that Dutch people don't like it. This is bullshit, man. Not all of us speak that way, man. It's fine. And like when I talk about like the hard G, for example, that's always a thing. When I say like, cause my like in Dutch, my name is Rogier, so like my R is in the back of my throat. My mom says Rogier, so like it's more in the front of the mouth. But like I grew up with the hard G here, and then people be like, "Well, that's just."
Why you look at me immediately? Why'd you look at me immediately?
I said better than the hard R.
Well, we do the podcast together. Why'd you look at me? Why'd you like?
We're gonna get there next, brothers. We're gonna say it together on the count of three.
If you give me $20, I'll do it right now. I don't give a fuck. I'll get in there. I'll say it.
I'll say it in a Chinese accent. So they do have a word in Chinese that sounds like it. Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but it sounds because I was actually in Illinois, in New York. I shared a studio with a Chinese classmate, and she spoke Mandarin, so not Cantonese.
What did she sound like?
Come on, man.
Xiao Ping Ma. And she was lovely. I love her so much. She was like one of those like super brilliant, like, sort of just, she did stuff like nobody would think about. So it was really cool. She was very, very soft spoken because she just didn't speak a lot of English. But so when she would be on the phone with her mom, they have a word that's something like, I think what it means is something like the word like, or like the word like a sort of a connector word, basically. You know what I mean?
Conjunction.
Like, yeah. So like it's something you would just use in speak,
Yes.
basically. Yeah. And for me, like basically, it sounds like NEGU. Basically,
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'll let you like take that away.
Nigga.
But literally that's
Yeah,
it,
like that, yeah.
essentially. So
Yeah.
when you hear someone speak Mandarin, you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And people are like, the fuck? But that's just a word that they have.
I mean, this is to take it back to basketball for just a second. You know, I think we've spoken about Steve Kerr, the Golden State
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Okay. Yeah.
His son. You know about this?
Oh, God.
His fucking son's name is Nick. That's
Yeah.
fucking
His son's name is
That's
Nick.
fucking
And then when he
crazy.
started coaching, he changed it
Is
to
it
Nicholas
Nicholas?
because they
Yeah.
went like, I can't have an announcer be like, welcome to the Nick
Kerr.
pause Kerr.
Next, comma.
Also,
Kerr.
he played with MJ. There's no way you've never heard like this.
Yeah,
He
come
knows.
on, man.
It's insane.
He
The
knows.
fact that you
He knew.
called your son Nick.
But he's earned it though. He bright skin now. He
bright
bright
skin.
skin. He bright
when
skin
he
now.
hit that three. Like,
Yeah, he earned that shit.
Yeah, that shit. You gotta.
Yeah, but no. So I learned that like Dutch people are very very strange about like being called out about accents or like about the way they speak, I guess, or
But
whatever.
I always find that that's kind of like a 50-50 thing, right? Where it's like, there is that, but it's also like those people that are very curious about, like, how are we perceived?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
a
Some
bit of
people are really
curiosity.
enjoy it and like they have a good sense of humor about it and whatever. And it is fun, obviously, to hear from a different culture what you're like. I think that can be really fun. I just think people a lot of times think it's negative right away if you're joking about it, or if you're like kind of criticizing something.
To be fair, most of the content I've seen, it doesn't paint Dutch people in like super.
I mean, 'cause
when I first, before I met you, I like I went through some of your TikToks. None of it. I went like, this is really nice about Dutch people.
Dutch
I
people are
laughed.
great.
It's funny. Like, great. But none of it. I was
They're
like
cheap. They're
they're
direct.
Yeah,
They don't like salt. They don't fucking-
yeah, but what I will say is, let's say, I mean, this is not the case for everybody, but there are certain cultures and certain nationalities that easier take a joke. You know,
Yeah.
That I would say good proportion of South Africans have quite
Countries that have been through something, a lot of
Yes.
times their people are better at taking jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's so interesting, because if those people are so naturally like pessimistic, not saying that they are, but if there's a bit of like
That's
a
just a rumor
pessimism-
you're spreading.
Yeah.
It's just a rumor I'm spreading. It's a rumor I've been spreading about it. Because then, like, they're also the most ambitious, right? So, but they also are realistic. Like,
Yeah.
do you understand what I
I
mean
think
when I'm
Dutch
saying
people are
this?
ambitious.
I think
Yeah, like they work hard. Like,
Well,
they're
It's
like
not
one of like the
ambition,
most
they work
wealthiest
hard.
people.
But
Yeah,
they work hard. I'm not sure if
I
that's
mean,
ambition.
I think there's some like there's somewhat like an ambitious side to the culture. Like when I was growing up, I always felt like in school, for example, like if you compare to the U.S., where like if you don't get anything except for like straight A's, you're maybe you're perceived to be like less than a I don't know, like a good student, basically. Like anything sort
Like
of
your trajectory's
below
not good.
straight A's or whatever, or A's and B's, whatever. After that, it just kind of, you're lazy, you don't want it, whatever. You're not ambitious enough. But here, there's this thing called like the zesjescultuur, like the sixes culture, where like a six is just past a passing grade. It's just enough. And that's cool. That's like, don't get too crazy.
I also think that's a little bit of tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah, tall poppy for sure. Like, yeah, I mean,
You
the
get-
saying
you
like,
get tall poppy syndrome. Everyone that
poppy.
stands out gets cut down.
yeah.
Everyone that stands out
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
cut
Like,
down.
So
everyone has
don't
six-
reach too far above the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that saying, like, doe maar gewoon, dan doe je al gek genoeg. So just act normal, that's crazy enough.
Act normal, that's crazy enough.
Yeah. So that's a very well, like every Dutch person knows that phrase for sure. Like, doe maar gewoon, dan doe je al gek genoeg. And I always hated that shit so much as a kid, even like, 'cause I'm like, what's the issue? Like, I look up to these people who do amazing things.
Yeah.
They excel.
Yeah.
We like it here in the Netherlands as well, but just with a select few people. Like there can't, we like celebrities and whatever, and we like certain Dutch people who do well at something, a singer or like an actor. but then we hold on to them for like 20 years and we just don't let go. Like that's the guy, that's the person.
That's a BN'er. That's a
BN'er. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a BN'er.
Yeah.
Do you guys
That's
think,
why, like,
yeah, I find that like
BN'er, just so people know, is a famous Dutch person.
yeah,
Okay.
bekende Nederlander, the like famous Netherlander. Yeah.
okay.
Continue.
I find that like trying, it's such like it's not an encouraged thing.
No.
Especially like in these times, like because trying and failing, I think trying doesn't get encouraged enough.
No.
Because you got to try and fail to actually at some point
Yeah.
be able to do it.
And failure is seen as something that's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's like morally wrong necessarily, but it's also, it's like just do enough to pass, and then just that's
Because
it. Don't
even to bring it to comedy, for the three of us to understand, the one thing that I think is different that you can see with most experienced comedians, there's a lot of different trends, but at least the common theme is that a lot of experienced comedians do handle bombing better.
yeah
Because they're more comfortable with it.
yeah
And I'm not sure about you guys, but the shows I've truly eaten shit with, after some reflection, I've learned the most from.
yeah of course
Easily. And to the point where it's like, and Diedrich actually helped me with this, where he told me, he's like, sometimes he loves Comedy Cafe, the shows that are going so badly, because at that point it's like, what are you meant to do?
Grow, yeah.
You can only have, like,
Yeah.
you go have fun
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
individually,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then that helps. But it's like, going, to me, I always struggled to really go try when I first started, and I kind of got thrown into the scene with you guys, where I felt as an imposter, that I was so nervous to try new stuff that I felt if I bombed, people would go like, yeah, we knew it was too early. So I was so scared to try new stuff, to the point where it was always like, okay, you have to just go do well, so people like keep you around, because if you go, because I had 10 minutes, and I had a good 10 minutes, but like other than that, I didn't have the freedom to try. And now I don't really mind bombing in front of anybody, at an open mic. But I struggled at open mics initially as well, when people think you're good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love a hard show more, because I've like, to me it's always been that way. But like, if you ever done like open mics where like everybody kind of does well, you kind of look at it and go like, well, none of us are really learning anything from this. Like, like the audience is having fun, like we're all having a great time, but none of us are really learning anything from this, right? Like I kind of love like a hard show, because you're like, okay, then I'm just gonna do my best shit, and we'll see if that works, and if not, what went wrong a little bit. Like to me, like I did like an open mic in like Almere, and the crowd was so warm that I genuinely was like, oh, but we're also getting the wrong impression, because everyone, like all these new comedians are trying jokes, and they're thinking like, damn, this shit is awesome. And I'm like, honestly, bro, if you do that at Comedy Cafe, this shit ain't gonna go the way you think. But I can't tell them that, because I'm like, but the show going good, so you can't argue with the audience. The audience is right, you know?
But that's what happens when and that's also the thing, is I think we less so track laughter as the sign of success as well, that you can go do a joke and it can not hit completely well, but you can feel the rhythm of it. You know? It's like even at a tougher room, that it's almost nicer in a tougher room, as you're saying, to get that chuckle with a new bit. You go, all right.
If you get anything out of it, you're like,
okay, I'm going somewhere with this.
But like, even like I'll host an open mic and I'll see a new comedian get a lot of laughter, and I'll be like, you don't even realize why they're laughing. Like, in a sense, there's something that you said accidentally, or something in your energy that you let that connected. There was this moment of authenticity that you displayed. But you think it's because of these words that you said. And in a sense, it's like, I think it's very rare where we get a laugh on stage, you go, where the fuck did that go? It happens to me. It happens to me with some of my jokes, where I get laughs. Sometimes I go, I don't really understand why they're laughing. Like, I almost gotta go watch the story and be like, what do they think I mean by that?
But did you feel that way even when doing crowd work in the beginning? Like, you would just like, were you just like, I'm just talking? Or do you have a different approach now when you look at these kind of things? Like, because with crowd work, everything is improvised. Like, you're not planning anything. Or do you sometimes have a moment where you're like, did I say something funny?
There's sometimes where, so with crowd work, for me at least now, it's like, I think something that's helped me a lot is taking it a lot slower, and then being present, and almost what will happen is I'll be talking to someone, I'll think of kind of a punchline, and I go, okay, I've got the punchline, now I want to gift wrap it right at the end.
You kind of save that moment for a little bit. You had that last week at Clink with the cow milker.
The cow milking. So I had that with the,
and
with
you
the,
stretched
exactly.
it nicely.
So I knew, so before I went on stage, I knew that was going to be the exit route. And then to me, I pretty much play until I feel like I gotta get out.
Yeah.
And then what the playing does is that to me, it's like you are following laughter, but you're more following body language, especially if there's someone I'm talking to. If they're comfortable, everyone else is comfortable. As soon as I start punching down, everything collapses, because people, because then what I've had before in shows that we've done together, and he's pointed out, there's sometimes and this is what happened when I started doing crowd work, I'd get laughter, but I'd make everyone feel uncomfortable because I was punching down. So I was making fun of somebody, and everyone was like, that's funny, but I'm so glad it's not happening to me. Yeah. So then when you're hosting, people can't play with that energy. It's not a comfortable energy, which is why I almost now exclusively make fun of dudes, because especially like Dutch dudes I fuck with Dutch dudes because they kind of like it. They go, oh yeah, he's talking.
And I think it's also like a sort of like an accepted thing. Like they're one of the groups in the crowd that's like, okay, it's hard to punch down.
Yes,
on like a blonde Dutch dude who works in finance.
Exactly.
Or something.
Okay, fair.
And then that creates it. And also what you like, kind of sometimes what you'll find is that people will come up to me sometimes and they'll see an interaction I had and they'll go, you got so lucky. You got so lucky that you spoke to this guy. And I go, if you watch the full thing, there's no luck. Is that you made someone feel comfortable enough, and you also make them feeling like they're the source of the laughter. So it's almost like, because people don't realize what crowd work is. You're leading people towards it, right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to help them out. The people in the audience go, oh, that guy is so funny.
Yeah.
They very rarely go, hey, you were so funny the way. Some people who love comedy go, it's really funny how you did that. But they'll normally come to go, that guy was so fucking weird, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's very rare, but it's pretty much you're mining for it. And I think that's the talent. And that changed from when I was at the beginning. I was just tracking laughter.
Yeah.
I go, oh, you're from France? That explains the smell. I go, I go, what can you fucking hear what I said, bro? Am I right, everyone? Am I right? French people smell like ass.
This guy understood English words. That's crazy.
You go, oh, you're a consultant? Oh, so you make money, you pussy ass hoe? It's like everyone's like,
Because then, Roger, like when you approach crowd work, right? Like, are you having a certain thing where you're also like, oh, I'm fighting like these Dutch guys stereotype allegations as well, like trying not to be awkward, trying not to have a certain aspect. Like, do you think about these things when you go into crowd work? Or you just go into it?
No,
like,
so like, it kind of depends. Like the other day, like when I had, like when I do my own show, if I do the intro for the show, I kind of start with just seeing like where everybody is from, and I try to
explain the intro. So you're doing, for the people, so you're doing an intro and you have an opener.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
right. So like sometimes
opener, you come back.
Exactly. So like sometimes I'll have an opening act if I do like my solo show, and then I'll introduce the show with like a quick 10 minutes or whatever, like hosting, like I would host a regular show. Yeah. So I do crowd work based on like where people are from, or, you know, like who they're with or whatever, like, you know, sort of the standard questions. I try to like find something that might be interesting, but I don't like try to go too deep right away. And then if I have an opening act, whatever, then they come on and they do like 15 minutes or whatever of material. And then I come back after the break usually for like the actual show. But if I like approach crowd work the way I did it last time, for example, where I don't have an opener, I take like half an hour for the first half and I just kind of go wherever like it leads, basically. Yeah. And I try to weave things together. Like, you know, the other day in Luxembourg, I had a guy who was from Poland who was leasing cars, and I met this lady. I posted a clip about that from Dubai who did like 10 different jobs, and it became this like 7-minute thing, this stretch, and I had to edit it down. I was like trying to chop it up to like
it was great.
3 minutes, and it was really nice. Yeah. But there's so much more in there. Like I'm trying to like set it up for like YouTube so that it can be like a longer form video. But there were these nice like little callbacks between like the people from the audience or whatever, and I feel like if I approach crowd work that way, it becomes really fun for everybody. But if it's like you were saying, like when I would host shows a couple of years ago, like you know, like right before the pandemic, I started hosting more shows, and it was a lot of the basic shit because I was just learning how to host.
People?
Huh?
Were you always good at talking to people, or did you?
I think on stage, yeah. Like I mean, off stage, it's not like I'm awkward off stage, but I don't necessarily. I wouldn't.
I'm just like some of you.
Awkward as fuck.
That's a joke that Roger does. He would be like, off stage, I'm just like some of you.
Awkward as fuck.
God, they're bringing back the hits.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about my Finnish accent?
Oh, we're gonna get to that. Buddy.
I know. I saw the list.
We're like running out of time. So
running out of time.
How long are we doing?
About an hour.
Okay, cool.
But so yeah, so like when I approach crowd work now, like especially at my own shows, I try to just take time, try to take the time and build it up and whatever, and try not to ask it the standard questions.
Of course.
And somebody like was still doing like improv classes at Boom Chicago. Like one of the cast members, his name is Lolu. He was on the cast then. He would do the improv workshops. He told me once, like, when you do crowd work, have some goal, have some idea in mind. Sure. Don't just be like, what's that sweater from, dude? And then just not have any. If you have nothing about like where you get clothing from or your own sweater or whatever, like it's a terrible example, but you know what I mean? Like have something so that if the crowd work doesn't go anywhere, that you have something to like plug into.
Material.
Exactly. Yeah. So I try to kind of approach it that way. Like there's always a hook behind there. If it doesn't work out, then it's not like a boring 5-minute conversation. That there's actually something I can sort of take from it and just like launch into a bit, for example.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's your
I kind of look at it where it's like, I mean, you don't always get it, but I really respect like Luana for stuff like this, for example, where I try to be like, I think that everybody's a little bit interesting somehow, and I try to be like, oh, what is like most special about you, you know, like what's most special about you. But for me, it's a bit harder that way because I'm also going kind of like, okay, I want to connect this to something that there's a reason why I'm asking you this, and it's not for no reason. But I am trying to be like, oh, I want them to open up. Cause I feel like with you and Luana, for example, people open up to you guys like a motherfucker. Like people just trauma dump whenever y'all are on stage. I don't know. Like as soon as y'all ask the people questions, they're like, I'll take it over from here. But like with me, it's always kind of more of like people, like you might probably relate to this too, where people kind of like see us doing crowd work and they kind of go like, where's he going with this? You know?
I feel like
I try to find something interesting about the person that makes them different from everybody else. Like maybe a very nitpicky thing. Like, oh, how did you feel about when this happened to you? Like I would ask them more about how they feel about stuff. Because I'd be like, you know, I want to get them like to really share like a personal thing. Not to the extent of like a personal backstory, but just like, oh, you know, like this is who I am and what makes me different. Like even though I'm a blonde finance guy, I also like to use my phone when I cook eggs.
I kind of feel
you know what I'm saying? Like just something. Yeah.
I kind of feel like I learned this kind of later, like that people have this perception of me that I can either be, not like well, maybe in a way like unapproachable, but like that I'm not like that I'm not going to be nice, or that I'm going to be like sort of sharp, or that I'm going to be like arrogant about stuff or whatever. So what I've done, like there's a few people that I've seen, you know, like do comedy obviously throughout the years that I'm like, oh, I pick little things that, for example, like with Tamer, like he will smile through like dark jokes. And I think he's told you about that as well. Because he said like you can get away with a lot if you smile. And there's something interesting there, which is I was like, oh, so that's a fun trick to you. And so like using my voice in different volumes or whatever, like when I watched like years ago Sebastian Maniscalco's first special, I was like, he's whispering. That's I never thought to just what are you doing? Exactly. So stuff like that, like I and being like when I like approach crowd work, for example, with a big guy, I'm like, dude, I know you work out. You're a strong man, but what makes you? Like you have a strong exterior, but you have a soft heart. I know it. I kind of like find my way in that way.
My favorite thing that he says is when you sometimes he'll talk to a dude and you'll be like, "Are you single?" Go, "Yeah." You go, and you go, "Look at you. You're a beautiful man. What's a beautiful man like? You're doing by yourself.
How the fuck is that possible, bro?"
Sometimes you add an extra word where I go, "Are you blaming him?" Like you go, "Hey, you single motherfucker, you're so beautiful. What's your issue?"
Dude, like, are you like also doing to others what you would like done onto you? Like, are you someone that takes compliments well?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, don't,
Yeah,
whatever.
okay, yeah.
But like, it's not that I'm looking for compliments or whatever. I just think like when I'm on stage, because I don't have necessarily like I'm not like this all the time. I notice it in my own videos where I can be like this, but it's just because I'm listening.
Yes.
And then I have like this frown,
I've got the same thing.
and then I'm like, bro, you look angry.
Yeah.
So I have to like compensate by just being like sort of complimentary at the
Yes.
start to then get people to like want to join, because I don't mean obviously any of it in like an insulting or like a mocking way.
Yeah.
But once I think people realize, oh, okay, like it's a joking thing or whatever, or like there's a note of positivity there, then they'll come along for the interaction, basically.
I
But if
notice a
I'm
lot
like,
when you start laughing on stage, like naturally when you're really enjoying yourself, the room almost lights up. Because you got a really like
it's
nice
like,
big laugh that's engaging with people, and it's like that's very contagious.
I think that like helps also. Like if and I've talked to like more people about this, but like if I feel I can kind of relax and just, it sounds super cliche, but be in the room and just and not feel like I have to rush or not feel like I have to come up with something funny. It almost feels like the sort of the more relaxed I feel, the quicker the things will come.
Too.
Yeah.
That's something I sometimes say. I was talking to one of the staff members at Comedy Cafe, and I did some crowd work, and I was like, I think that sometimes when you're feeling the flow state that we all talk about, when sometimes you're on stage and just
Everything is saying
everything's hitting. When it's there, to me, it's like as much as like I feel so present, but I wonder if you measured my heart rate, if it'd be lower, because I feel so calm. There's no panic when I'm in flow. It's just like, oh, I've got everything. It's to the point where it's like, it's the only times I'll ever go like, I mean, you've seen me do it. It's like if anyone says something, I go, what did you say? Like, I wanna, like, I've got like, everything slows down. I go, well, no matter what you say, I've got a microphone, number one, so I'm gonna be louder than you. And number two, I've got like, it doesn't feel like I don't have a lot of time to think. Where some of my friends who watch me, they go, because what they're seeing is they have the feeling of how scary it is to be on stage. But when you're in flow state, it's just like, to me, it feels like I'm just talking to a dude. I forget there's anybody else. It doesn't feel weird at all.
I don't know what happens.
Do you guys notice a big difference between Dutch and English crowds? Right.
Yeah.
Like if most crowds are probably like mixed.
Because if I can honestly say,
you notice it immediately. Like, this is more Dutch, this is more international. You know, who is who? Is it, how do you...
I honestly think that with Dutch crowds, it's like everyone's kind of already on the same page. Like, because they're all from the same place. They all kind of get the same, they have the same knowledge. Like, people with like expat audiences, like with like mixed groups, it's like you kind of have to explain a bit more, take your time, because they might not get every reference that you mentioned. But like, if you're talking to like a Dutch crowd and you're doing Dutch material about whatever, like, you don't have to explain anything because they're like, oh, we know what you're talking about.
Right, I see what you mean.
Like, I think that's like a bigger one with like, also because they're all kind of from the same culture, that it's like, they might be more on the same page in like an unspoken way. That's what, like an unspoken way of operating.
But it's also like a Dutch crowd in an English show, because I know like from Dutch comics, like when you travel to different places in the Netherlands, like the crowds differ hugely from like Amsterdam to Den Helder, for example, to Apeldoorn, whatever. They're very different like cultures locally, basically. So people like different types of humor, different references or whatever.
Even then, they are still Dutch. I feel like...
Sure. So like the language is common, you know, that's obviously a common factor, but like... If you come with like Amsterdam city jokes to a crowd in Limburg,
it's not gonna hit the same.
And be like, this fucking...
We don't... Yeah.
Like, we live a different life here, and it's not necessarily like, I don't know if it's a matter of like them feeling like sort of having like an inferiority complex. I don't think that's necessarily it. It's just like, we have our own thing here, and you're coming with your city shit, and you aren't aware of how we live here.
But they don't relate to it. That's the thing. But what I will say
is... But they know about that life, though.
Yeah, I think partially.
Like,
but, I mean,
people from Amsterdam know it's different for people over there.
Sure, but I don't think they know the details of like what it's like to live in Maastricht necessarily, for example, or like in I don't know, Wageningen, whatever.
Yeah.
It's different, yeah.
Have you done comedy in Dutch?
I have. Yeah, I've done now 11 shows in Dutch. Yeah. So I recently did like a corporate thing, and that was like all in Dutch, but it was more like a hosting thing.
How was it?
It was okay. It was, but it was a very corporate thing. So like I know what to expect at like a corporate environment. People aren't going to be like super like, because it was also daylight. It was there's windows everywhere, and people are at a business thing. So their only thing on their mind is I have a presentation to give in a second, or I need to make like connections here. They're not looking to like get laid back and just watch a comedian.
So by the way, like that environment for a room, what he's saying, big rooms, like windows, daylight. Awful. Yeah. It's like that's
tough.
That's
for
tough.
a comedy. You need
Real
like
tough.
ideal is like dark, low
ceilings.
ceiling. You know, everyone is just sort of like
Not to be
packed
seen.
in. Exactly.
Intimate,
But you started in English and went to Dutch.
Yeah. So I started because
you do both. But
So I just tried like some Dutch open mics at some point like early on, and then I did a few. There was like one of my first Dutch shows was I was hosting a show and they didn't tell me it was going to be in Dutch, and then I got there and it was like a full Dutch lineup in where was this? What's the place where we went to for like a couple of the commercial shoots? What was that? Amersfoort.
In Amersfoort.
Amersfoort. So I did one at my first.
That was in Arnhem.
Arnhem. That's
Arnhem,
it.
yeah.
Arnhem. Yes, that's where I did my first Dutch show ever, and it was like this like beach type of restaurant, and it was outside midsummer, and it was an open mic that I was hosting, and they didn't tell me it was going to be in Dutch, so I just kind of had to like improvise in the moment. And it was just even worse than I feel like a lit room is outdoors during the day. And if people aren't aware that there's a comedy show happening, people are like sitting out on the terrace having drinks, and they're like, there's going to be a comedy show in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And people are like,
what the fuck are you talking
yeah, we're here
about?
for grandma's birthday. Why are we, so that was that was the first Dutch show I did. So
And Arnhem is landlocked. It get hot over there, man. They got no breeze
the
over
desert.
there. It's landlocked like a motherfucker out there.
So, but yeah, so like I feel like in that sense, I think you can feel the difference between like Dutch and international crowds for sure.
There's also there's the common thing that sometimes says is like Dutch people, certain audience want to laugh. Dutch people want you to make them laugh.
Yeah,
because
they'll
they're
sit
paid
back
for
more
product.
and
right?
yeah.
So there is a little bit of
But
that.
that's what I mean, like the cultural aspect, like they're a bit more on the same page about that, where
Yes.
it's like, all right, we hear
Yeah,
that,
maybe.
but like
Yeah.
people from different cultures, like they got many different connections to entertainment
Yeah.
and how they perceive it. That it's like,
It's always a little bit easier if you're performing to one kind of culture. So if I'm performing to a full South African room or a full Eastern European room, what you can kind of count on is when one laughs, it's normally a group laughing. That like they laugh in packs because they have the same kind of reference points. But then sometimes in a full expat room, you can get 30% of the room laughing at one thing, the other 30%.
Yeah.
But like kind of full Dutch room, it's like, all right, it might be tough, but when it pops,
if
that
you get
fucking
pop, everybody on the same
everything
page.
pops.
Because it's like, oh, he's connecting with us about something about the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know what he's talking about,
Yeah.
blah, blah, right?
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, here generally in Amsterdam, like the Dutch crowds tend to be pretty like knowledgeable of international stuff, like, or in the big cities, I would say, not just Amsterdam. And a lot of times I do feel most of the Dutch people who come to those shows are either with someone who's not from the Netherlands, so they kind of have a relationship already. So they're not there just by accident. Sometimes you get that where they're like, you realize they didn't even know this was going to be in English, and then it's going to be tough. But yeah.
It's so funny. I was asking one of the staff at Comedy Cafe, because there's like a Dutch comedian, and he would always do a bit where he would be like, is there any Chinese people in the room? And I would be like, is there ever any Chinese people in? Because it's a full Dutch show.
Yeah.
And only one time they had it with like one guy was like, because it's like these kind of things make sense to me, where it's like, like you could be like from a different culture, but you also grew up here, certain things like might not, I don't want to say connect entirely, but it's like, like your environment makes who you are, Like you were made in USA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, yo.
Plug the special.
We
Come
do this.
on
We
now.
do this, by the way. Made in USA on all platforms. You can watch it on YouTube. We're actually going to put the link in the description.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I need views. I need views for that one.
We should. Do you have the game ready?
Yeah.
We should do that, right?
Let's do the game.
Let's do the game.
game?
We got. I got a little game prep for you.
Okay.
It's called 5 Fates.
5 Fates. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering, okay, so what does that mean?
So pretty much, I've organized 5 people who are important in your lives, and then you give them, and then we go one by one to different fates, but you don't know which fates are coming next. So you see the 5 people.
Yeah. So like what? So I see the 5 people, and
And then a fate will come up. You have to assign one fate to one person. They can't get doubled up.
I see. I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So the people, you've got your girlfriend,
Yeah.
you got your mom,
Yeah.
you got me, your Baba Mike,
Yeah.
and Kobe. He comes back.
Okay.
Right. So these are your options. So you can assign anyone to anyone. So your girlfriend, your
Okay.
mom, myself, your Baba, and Kobe being
Okay.
Bryant.
Okay.
All right. So the first fate is they lose 8 toes, but you can pick which 8. So you're leaving one person with 2 toes. I like my toes, just so you know.
I kind of
need
feel
them.
like you need your toes to. I gotta say, I gotta say Barber. The Barber.
Damn.
Mike,
but his equilibrium's gonna get fucked up.
No,
though.
I mean, he stands most. Obviously, he stands most. Or he has like he can sit down, and he stopped playing basketball, so he doesn't need.
He doesn't need the
anymore.
toes.
And
Okay.
I was gonna say Kobe, but
So
I think
let's just cripple
Kobe.
him.
I
Let's
got
just
That's tough, bro. You bring
can't-
Kobe back, you
I
take
gotta
his
put
toes.
Kobe. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
have
it's
him
tough.
come back.
Since
and
you're out
then-
of the game anyway.
Yeah.
We gonna confirm it. You ain't gonna have no you gonna have no hobbies no more, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. You gotta
And I think you gotta keep the big toes.
you got. I would say you gotta.
Essential.
Yeah, you gotta.
Essential.
Or you
I thought
can.
you said it's sexual. That's
No.
but it's an entry point.
You could also give him like you could take all the toes off away off one foot and give him
keep
like
3 on.
and keep 2.
Keep 2. Sorry.
Keep
Fuck,
2,
my
yeah.
bad. Yeah. Keep 2. That's good. No, I think 1 and 1.
1 and 1, 2
Big
bigs.
toe, big toe.
Big toes,
yeah,
big
to have a
toes.
little, because I feel like that's the
Because
biggest
then at
grip.
least the socks, like you can wear
Yeah,
socks.
you can
still.
wear socks.
You're gonna need that grip.
You're gonna need that grip. You're gonna need to like fucking
Yeah.
be able to.
That's how you push.
That's how you.
That's how you push.
That's where you get your torque from.
That's where the torque comes from in the back.
You gotta you get all the talk. Yeah. Do we have the next fate? Hook them up to a polygraph and ask them whatever you like.
Ooh. Wait. So I had obviously.
Now you've got
my,
your mom, your girl,
my mom, my girlfriend,
myself, and Kobe being Brian.
Say and
Kobe.
Kobe. Oh right, Kobe.
Any questions you'd like to?
Ooh. Maybe I'd kind of be curious about my mom actually.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think I'm curious
what
about
would you
my mom.
ask him? Is there any, do you feel like if there's like something she's like, come on, man, hook him up?
She has never.
I'm gonna get her
really-
on the phone too, so we can just do that real quick. Just do that.
mommy. She, man, what would I ask her? She has she's told me something about like former relationships that she had, like before my dad, for example. I would maybe I would ask about that, or man, that's a good question. Yeah, maybe like previous relationships, something about like her
She was a young her.
childhood, or like what what she was like, and like the life she led as like a teenager, or like
Do you
young
know she
adult.
did drugs and shit?
Whether or not she actually fucking did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would ask her about like her younger life, basically,
Okay.
because I know a little bit, but I don't know like a lot of details.
Is she a person that's like protective of you that would omit certain things because?
I don't know. I think she's just a private person. And
Yeah.
I think like she gets embarrassed easily. So if she ever did anything that was like embarrassing in her childhood, she probably would never tell anyone.
You
about
gotta
it.
hook
Right,
it up
okay,
there.
true.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good one. All
So
right.
I think
Oh
that
yeah,
would be
she gonna
interesting.
take that shit to the grave.
Yeah,
Not anymore,
yeah.
mother. We have technology on our side now. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Trapped
Trapped
in
in their house for the rest of time, and ABBA's Dancing Queen is playing nonstop.
Gotta be Kobe. He's
You
got
gotta put
gotta. I think like is the house, like trapped in their house, like Kobe's got a
Oh,
fantastic,
that's
like
nice. Yeah, I've got a 1-bedroom. You're
a
right.
mansion. Yeah, I don't want to like.
You
No
can't
offense,
trap
I
me.
love you, but like I
Yeah.
can't be in a bedroom with ABBA for the rest of my life. I gotta. So I saw the house. I immediately thought I don't know what fates are coming still, so I
Yeah.
might regret this. ABBA is with 2 B's, by the way. You fucking millennials. Not even millennials. You
That's
Gen Z
ABBA.
fucks.
That's Aba dancing. That's Aba.
That's I'm pretty sure did I spell it correctly too? Vessel's literally illiterate.
Dancing Queen actually is fantastic. So
It's a great
I
song.
would say like it's got to be Kobe because
With Girl Dad as well. You know,
Girl Dad, yeah,
Girl
yeah,
Dad.
for sure. It's got to
Alright.
be Kobe's house.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You spelled it wrong.
I spelled it
Was
wrong.
me?
Yeah,
You
cut that part out.
goddamn Gen Z.
What's the next fate? Have a little kiss.
Ooh.
Me or your girlfriend?
You know, but you know, Daniel, I was so sad when you moved away. From, like, it's just-
Yeah.
it's got, I should say girlfriend, but I think like for the spiciness of the pot, I'm gonna have to say Daniel.
You have to
I'm
say
gonna
it.
have to.
Yeah, because I mean, you've got so many like beautiful people around you. There's a gravitation.
It must be something.
There's gotta be something.
There must be a little secret
There's gotta be
sauce.
something, bro.
Maybe some of it go rub off on you. That's what you're looking for.
It's an STD. Yeah,
Saliva home with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have free helicopter rides.
Sure. I mean, this is actually fitting.
Maybe
'cause
I love you
she's
so
always
much.
late. So
She's always late.
Maybe.
get the helicopter.
And I was
Maybe we're
glad.
gonna be
Honestly, I
good.
thought there was a chance there's going to be Kobe just left. So I'm glad that it worked out
that
this
would
way.
be the worst.
The worst
Kobe.
gift. The worst gift upon his
So I think
arrival.
this is for my girlfriend.
For your
sure,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Nice. So
Yeah.
honestly, she'd be pretty happy with that.
I think she
kissed
would be
me and
very
got free
happy.
helicopter rides.
Yeah, for sure. Free helicopter rides forever. Yeah.
Pretty
Forever.
nice for you as well.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and it's for me as well. Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I was saying. This is
Dude,
the best gift for your girl of
I
all
hate-
time.
I hate waiting in line. I absolutely. So like since like last year, I got this thing like at the airport where I can like go through security quicker. Best thing ever.
Best thing you've ever spent
Best
money on.
Is it a thing you have to pay
ever.
for?
Yeah. So like
Oh,
I got
yeah.
it because I applied for a credit card and it came with that. But you can. When you go to the airport, you can sign up for time slots to get through security.
Yes, that's
And
awesome.
you can get through a separate line
Bro,
because
I gotta get you on that.
there is nothing worse in my like. I feel the pain in my chest when I see a long line of
Right, yeah.
security, bro.
the Schiphol time slot is a game
It's incredible.
changer.
So it's
man.
that line that I go through, and then if it's outside of the Schengen thing, if you have to go through a passport check, I can also go through there with a card, and it's awesome.
So then you just go straight through?
Straight through,
So then you just walking past all the people in the
walking
line.
right past. I don't have to wait.
Because it's
Chest-
your time slot
I
to go
don't.
in.
I don't look at the peasants. I go right through to the
These
Golden
fucking
Gates.
broke
baby.
ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Wow.
man.
I look. I was
About
like, you
that.
motherfucker, you poor motherfucker.
You broke ass.
No, but it's not even that expensive. But like, yeah, you can get a card, you can get through security, and then once you're through security, if you have to go through the passport thing, there's a separate gate for that as well.
Oh, bro, I be ducking under the fucking.
Oh,
I be ducking ropes, bro. I be ducking ropes. People hate me, bro. They be like, yo, you didn't fucking go. And I'm like,
It's me, TikTok Mogul.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like we got anything else? We got a little gift for him.
we do have a gift as
Oh,
well. We have a
man.
little gift.
Oh,
A little
that's
gift
nice.
Before we wrap it up.
Wait,
I was like,
one sec. Let me.
Is that the
change
roller
battery.
right there?
Okay,
Is that-
we got wait. Everyone, hold. We gotta change the battery.
Oh, no, man.
No man,
This is nice. I like that you guys put it in a.
We wrapped it for you.
in an Albert Heijn
I've had
bag.
this for a month now. I've been
You
trying
had
to
it for.
I got it from the self checkout. Actually,
Oh, so it's
yeah, it's salmon.
it's.
He's had it for a month though. We good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Man,
this is
I'm-
towards the end of the
That's
episode.
so funny. Bringing it on camera in the Albert Heijn bag.
In the
You
Albert Heijn
fucking
bag.
dickhead.
I'm telling you, this is what we do, man. This is what we do out
Oh
here.
man, what is this? Is this a
It's a
memento?
little
Is this like?
picture frame memento.
There we go, buddy.
With
Oh
some-
my
with some
god!
nice
Oh,
words
dude,
on the
that's
back.
awesome. Yes. Do I show the
That's-
camera? This is great.
Yeah, that's
Come
also
on
gonna
now.
be the thumbnail for the
That'll be the
episode.
thumbnail.
That
So you
is
guys would see.
great.
Cool little
Hell
thumbnail.
yeah.
We wrote you a little.
Should I read it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for doing the podcast, bro. Keep hustling, goat. In the background, sure, Dan and Roger. That's great, and the little S in there.
That little S.
Thank you, fellas. That's great. I like that. I'm gonna give that a nice little place in
Hell
the,
yeah,
the
dude.
apartment.
And
Well,
yeah, that has been the podcast.
That's been in the background.
The
I've been-
podcast that you listen to.
in the background.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
Daniel.
I've been Short.
And I'm Roger.
Catch Roger. Roger's on tour. We've got Vessel.
Yeah.
Roger show. Roger Buck to the rescue.
rescue.
To the rescue.
It's out. It's
touring.
out. It's
Please
touring,
come
see
baby.
a show.
It's
That'd
come
be
see
He's
a
out.
show.
Go out to see him. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Thank y'all so
congratulations
much.
for Roger coming out. And now we do.
Till next time. Oh, yeah, just super awkward ones.
You guys should have taped this because it's falling out.
Yeah, it is.
How's your dad doing?
I think he's still making more money than you are.